Tommy Reynolds has his gun out. He's pointing the gun, and all of a sudden, I see this woman.
They say it's on every single station. They're saying that Daddy died.
He said there was an accident and your father is no longer with us.
In real life, I'm not like that.
And the Mario test was disgusting.
One night I jumped out of a car doing 60 miles an hour because I was addicted.
Salute, Mob Tube.
Salute, Mob Tube. How's everybody doing today? All right, let me do some shout outs. Miss Can't Be Wrong, Bobby Berberian, Dave, Joe C, Sally, Danny Green. Sally, $5. Happy Friday match. Thank you very much, Sally. And as everybody knows, Sally is one of the biggest sponsors of this show. So if she says match, you know what you got to do. I'm going to start over just so I don't repeat a bunch of names. Miss Can't Be Wrong, Bobby Berberian, Dave, Joe C, Sally, Danny Green, Angela's Right Nut, Albaz, Big Vic 1965. I don't see you too often, bro. Glad to see you here. And thank you for the message. Yes, my mom is doing pretty well today, actually. She's been doing okay for the last few days. Scott L. Hey now. BX. Nico IRA on Facebook. Scott McDonald. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I don't have, I actually have a couple I've never worn on here, but I like this one. Good looking Joe. You're here because of the Brancato interview. I don't know how you saw it. It's been off of YouTube for about over a year, but maybe you saw it in the beginning. I hope you enjoyed it. Lilo's a little bit nuts, said some things he shouldn't have said, got me struck. But here's what it is. That was my first ever interview. DZ, hey now, $5 matched. No way would I ever not listen to Sally. Smart man. I feel the same way. Sally quite often will call me and tell me what to do, and I listen. I do not fuck around with Sally. You can't. You can't. You don't know what she's capable of. I do, and you don't want to find out. Anyway, clean shirt, new shoe, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Everybody's crazy about a sharp dressed man. God damn. This Can't Be Wrong is dropping lyrics in the chat. I got some things I think I want to talk about, but not too much, because the things I want to talk about are MobTube related, and I don't want to talk about those things. I'm just going to make a few points real quick. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Yeah, exactly. See, Sally ain't kidding. You will not like her when she's angry. Only 80 people. It's moving slow. It's Friday. I just went back and listened to some of the beginning of Stand Up Guy's show, and he mentioned it's a slow day. It's always slow on Friday. People are doing things. They got paid. They're out, whatever, out to eat, whatever they may be doing. Same with Saturday, really. But Saturday is a little better. And Friday night, late night, it's pretty good. Nico IRA on Facebook, $4.99. Almost matched mine. Won't give me the $5 option. Really? Wonder why. I think that's different between iPhone and Android. No lie. I think it gives you different amount options. Somebody told me that before. Becky in Brooklyn. Which one of you guys is going to dance with me? Oh, one of you boys. I'm sorry. Yes, he likes to threaten to fight people. Thank you, Joe the Builder. I appreciate that. I just want to say something. I'm going to open the show like this. It probably would have been better off if I closed the show this way, but I'm going to open it this way. Okay. I heard some things today. I listened to Stand Up Guy's show. That's really my one-stop shop at this point. All I got to do is go there, listen to his show, and I'll hear what I need to hear. People in the chat will tell me things. I'll hear what Stand Up Guy is saying. Maybe Carlos comes on every now and then and adds to it. He's playing SoFlo's show, which I generally don't like. I don't like listening to stand-up guys' show when he's playing SoFlo, and that's only because I don't like listening to SoFlo. It has nothing to do with stand-up guy. But I listened a little today. And I just want to say again, and I don't even care to try to dispel this myth, because people are going to believe what they want to believe. But it's hilarious to me that SoFlo is, I'm pretty sure, the newest guy here. Okay. But he constantly comments on things that happened well before he came here, long before he came here. Okay. Today, he made a comment that Angel helped my channel to the extreme maximum, big dog. And I don't know. Whatever he said, I did to her. Okay. I'll say this one more time. I know he wasn't here. He has no idea what he's talking about because he's just listening to other people or assuming. He likes to speak on things he knows nothing about. I didn't even have my first Instagram correspondence with Angel, because I think that's the first way we communicated, until I had probably 3,000 subscribers. At the very least, well over 2,000. I was fucking skyrocketing. Everybody who was here saw it. Okay, Angel came on my show a couple of times. It was cool. She was John Gotti's daughter. Everybody thought it was cool at first. The problem with you, SoFlo, is you still can't get over it. You're still so goddamn impressed by her, like she's John Gotti himself. Other than that, she helped me get one interview. I've done probably, I don't know, somewhere around 15 interviews, I think. She helped me get one of those. I just want to make that clear. I'm not saying that it wasn't great having her around or that she didn't help me at all, but help me to the extreme maximum or played any vital role in building my channel, you're wrong. I played the vital role in building my channel. And honestly, the person who helped me most was Jimmy. So I just want to say that once again, because people who know nothing like to speak on subjects they're completely ignorant about. Other than that, I want to say I've gotten some comments about how I'm not doing what I was doing anymore. Some people love that. Some people don't like it. Some people think that because of what happened 2 weeks ago, that's the reason for it. You know, things like that. They come up with their own, theories. Well, that was just the final straw, what happened. I've been talking about getting away from this shit for a long time, but I didn't do it simply because it was pure laziness. Okay, it's much easier to come on here and just tear people apart all day. Much easier than it is to do even what I've been doing, where I come on here, I listen to stuff all day, I come up with a topic and I fucking discuss that topic, maybe multiple topics, whatever. Okay, that's it. Once I realized that not only are these people such cowards, most of them won't even show their faces or tell you who they are. The ones that will do that will never grab the link and debate me because they're scared of me, scared shitless of me. Okay, any type of verbal battle shakes them up. Okay, and when they do finally decide to do something, they stalk my house for 7 hours till they have a whole crew of guys there, and then they jump me when I least expect it, getting out of my car, coming home from the grocery store. Okay, so you realize after a while you're dealing with cowards and jerk-offs and fanooks and weak people. Okay, for example, there's a guy on here, okay, who tonight, from what I'm hearing, is going to have as a guest a guy who called his daughter and threatened to R-word her. Okay? And that guest is a guy who still to this day blames me for what Tony Pizza was doing with his girlfriend's job, but not the guy whose show he's going to go on tonight, Tony Pizza's best friend. You know? So what's my point? I'm the only real one on here. They're all phony. They're all fake. None of them have dignity or integrity, and none of them even really care about their families. Okay, otherwise they couldn't make these friendships. That's it. That's all there is to it. Okay, it's all about them. Each of these people, they're each and every one of them is a fucking narcissist. Okay, they care about themselves only. Some of you think I'm a narcissist. Maybe I am to an extent, but my life proves what I say about myself. You don't have to take my word for it. You see me bring in a pretty good income. You see me have a beautiful, loving relationship with my wife. You see me show her nothing but respect. You've never seen me disrespect her. You know for a fact that I take care of my mother in her old age, which I don't have to do. I could have said, you know what, Brian, she's going with you. Or you're going to a nursing home. No. I choose to do that. Okay, and you could say what you want about my performance as a father. Doesn't matter. Custody agreement debunks all your fucking bullshit theories about that. Okay, a guy just doesn't get that. Okay, 50-50 equal custody. Doesn't happen. And as you know, as you've heard from me and my wife, I'm a pretty good stepfather. I could be way fucking better. Way better. I have a lot of room for improvement. Trust me. And I'm going to work on that. But at least I care as my role, or I care about my role as a stepfather. You know? So you don't have to take my word for it, whether or not I care about my family. You see it with your own eyes. You know, my mom has gotten very sick, and I'm her main caretaker, and I'm the person coordinating doctor's appointments and doing everything I can to make sure she sticks around with us for a while. Okay. And I would do that no matter what, because she would do it for me. And she's always been by my side and supported me, even when I did not deserve her support. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to take care of them in their old age. But some of these people have their parents still taking care of them. You know, that's how some of these people are. Or some of these people don't know what it's like not to have somebody taking care of them. Right? Other than when I was a kid, nobody's ever taken care of me. I take care of myself. But there's people on here who have no problem. They see no shame in saying that, well, I sit on my ass all day and do drugs. My wife is the breadwinner. They have no problem saying that about themselves. Okay. They don't even see any shame in it, like I said. So, like I said, I said it once and I'll say it again. I'm not like anybody else on here. Okay. There's a couple of good family men, and that's it. All right. That's it. So no matter what you may think you have achieved in the last couple of weeks or whatever, you know who I'm talking to. Tonight, you are going to platform the guy who said things about your wife, just unimaginable, sick things, and threatened to R-word your daughter. That's what you're going to have on tonight as a guest. So I don't have to make a fool out of you. You make a fool out of yourself. See what I'm saying? That's it. The other thing I'll address with SoFlo, this is the only other thing, is this goes right to the point I just made. He has no He will not in any way, shape, or form take responsibility for his actions like a man would do. I take responsibility for my actions. You've seen me do it. I do it constantly. I admit when I'm wrong, shit like that. Even some of the changes I'm making now are because some of my past actions were wrong. And I realize that now, so I'm doing different things. You understand? And all I'm talking about, don't get any bright ideas. All I'm talking about is fighting with assholes and idiots and cowards and punks and bitches for fucking 2 years and 3 months is ridiculous. There's no excuse for it. And I put myself above that. And that's why I'm doing different things now. Okay. I was always above that because I'm the only person on here who has different content on his fucking channel. All right. We've gone over that. And I'm the only person on here who dedicates his time to doing something for other people and not just for himself. So, he said today that he was, I don't know, he was going off on Maureen Moe, which, by the way, let's see if Angela or Angel stand up for Maureen. You already know they won't, right? Of course, because that's another one who's okay. Those two are okay with everything SoFlo said about that young girl. He sat there, as Grumpy Italian showed all of us, and said he would laugh if she died tomorrow. And they're okay with him. They like him. In his chat, one of them has a wrench. They stand up for him. Yeah. They've forgotten all about it. It's more people who will just make friends with their worst possible enemy, because they're scared of them. And then because, they don't actually believe in what they say, So he says today, which is worse, something like what he did to Angel or the fact that I told him things about Angel to make him do that. Tony Soflo records everything. Why don't you show us where I told you things about her? Because what would I tell you? I never had a conversation with that man where I told him things about Angel that he didn't already know. These are things he sees from Angel's show and hears from her own mouth, whatever the fuck it is he's talking about. Nobody needs my help. You know, everybody's been watching her. Everybody knows. As far as the family, you sound like an idiot if you say I was lying to you about the family, because it's the Gotti family, extremely high-profile public figures. Okay, and again, what could I tell you that you wouldn't already know? What could I tell you haven't read in a newspaper article or you haven't heard out of Angel's mouth? You know, how could I lie to you about that family? What am I going to lie about John Gotti? How can I do that? All the facts about him are out there. Who else? Who am I going to lie about? Okay. Won't take responsibility till this day for the fact that he just wanted to attack Angel and her family. And the main reason, two reasons. One, she didn't like him, and he attacks anybody who rejects him. Two, she gave Chicago Muscle a wrench. And everybody knows he could say whatever he wants. We all heard him say 1,000 times that he's going to do this shit to her until she takes his wrench away. And an Angel heard it. And Angel heard recordings of him saying it. And so did a lot of you guys. It's literally on tape where he's calling certain people saying that, you know, he's going to attack her and run scans on her family members and all that. And there's nobody there saying, yeah, do it. You should do that. Okay, so anyway, that's that. I just want to make that clear, you know, until you're willing to take responsibility for what you did, you know, you're not a man, you know, and you could talk about me all day and claim that this is all my fault, but that's not possible because according to you, I'm a pussy, I'm a punk, I'm a bitch, I'm a coward, I'm this, I'm that, and you're the toughest guy in the world. So there's no way somebody like little old me can influence you. There's no possible way. A guy like you would never listen to me. Of course not. Can't have it both ways. Can't have it both ways. Either I'm your boss or I ain't shit. But if you're doing things based on stuff I tell you, I guess I was your boss, huh? Angel said to Maureen Moe she was upset about her going in other chats. I assume she's now apprehensive about going in those chats now, which sucks. I think Maureen Moe is good people. Oh, this chat. This, you're talking about this chat, right? She's upset because Maureen went in this chat, I'm assuming. Let's see. And then I'm going to go back up and read through some comments. I know, D. Gainey, it's shocking. It's shocking. Who would ever expect it from him? You know, who would ever expect it? Della's my name. Gonna knock me over with a feather. Like, Soflo's attacking a woman. This is unheard of. Who does things like this? Certainly not him. According to these women he's attacking, I'm number one woman abuser over here. Jesus. Let's see how many beautiful Friday donations have rolled in. I got Nico IRA on Facebook. Last Sally $5, but I'm not mad today. Good. We don't want you mad. I want you happy at all times, Sally. I insist. The other chats meant Casperosa. Oh, maybe it was Casperosa. I forgot about her hatred for him. Michael Hensley, $9.99. I'm here because I choose to be. This is a community and a damn good one. Match. Love you, brother. Thank you, Michael, for the $9.99 and the kind words. And yes, this is the best community ever. This one, mine. Okay, this chat over here is unbelievable. We don't have none of that bullshit going on. We don't allow people to fight and tear each other apart and fucking in the chat. And we don't allow bad guys in here and fuck all that. I don't block people. You should. You should. So yeah, that's why it's the best, you know, because we actually care about who's in here. And the people who are in here are good people. You know, you gotta weed out the bad guys. You don't want the bad guys. Would you surround yourself with scumbags in real life? You know, with people that you know, whether you want to admit it or not, are bad fucking people. If not, why would you allow them in your chat? You know? But that's for people who really care about the numbers and shit like that, are really all obsessed with all that horse shit. I couldn't give a fuck less. These are the numbers I care about. Sally, $5. Maureen Moe is in a lot of nice chats and is a really nice woman. I have no problem with her. She was always nice to me. Today she said something like, you know, when did she support me and stuff? I mean, whatever. But she acted like she was in this chat only once because I was saying something about a friend. That's not true. I just don't like being lied on. But yeah, she seems like a nice person. I heard her today, and what he did was exactly what you'd expect him to do. No surprise. Nobody was shocked that he disrespected the shit out of her. You know? But her friends will have no problem with it. Believe that. Am I going to talk about the MobTube algorithm? No, that's Lee. I think you're looking for Lee's channel. You know, the real mob content one. I think you're looking for that one. FBS had his channel up and going long before Angel came around. Yes, and as a matter of fact, it was Lee. So that's another thing that blows away fucking Tony's fucking theory. It was Lee that was friends with Angel for a couple of months before I ever even spoke to her. Okay? And his channel could never catch up to mine. Remember back then it was fucking thousands behind. So it obviously isn't Angel's magic touch because Angel's last name is Gotti. Okay? And she just passed me in subs recently. You know, so I know you guys think that Angel could just touch a channel, just hit subscribe, and all of a sudden it just skyrockets. And now you got tens of thousands of subs. Well, it's not true. Look at the numbers. It's not true. Okay. And quite honestly, and Angel would have to admit this. If anything, I was helping her. Not with her channel. I'm not saying I don't make any claims that I helped her with her channel. I don't, you know, I don't do that. I don't feel the need to. I'm saying that I was attacking her enemies. And Angel likes anybody who attacks her enemies. So that's it. Yes, Miss Can't Be Wrong. A-Light helped the most FBS with all his BS stories. You know, you're probably right. Yeah, I probably owe my fucking my support to John A-Light, honestly. Or I'm sorry, my success, I guess you could say on here. At least in the beginning. Yeah, that's right. It was talking about John A-Light that got people fucking interested. Just like people do about me now, you know, and that's why I understand it to a degree. I'm not on the level of John, obviously. But people, they use my name now to try to get subs and stuff. Now, when I did it, I wasn't using his name to try to get subs because I never thought I'd have any subs. But just the fact that I was talking about him got people interested in my channel. There's a lot of people who don't like John. You know, he knows that. We all know that. So, yeah, I guess if you're going to credit anybody with it, it would be him. Thank you, Casey Robinson, a.k.a. the Shaky Shooter. And congrats on your clean time, bro. I admire you, my friend. You're an inspiration, like I said earlier in Stand Up Guys chat. Well, DZ, I mean, it was mainly you, but, you know, I didn't know if you wanted me to inform people about your behind-the-scenes involvement, you know? So, my apologies. Luca Brazzi. Fuck what anybody else says. FBS will always stay on top. Thank you, Luca. Thank you. Listen, I'm doing things differently, and if that affects certain things, it is what it is, you know. I'm very glad to see that I have been doing pretty goddamn well, money-wise. The cash has slowed down dramatically. I haven't been getting any cash, but as far as super chats and stuff, things have pretty much remained the same. If not, gotten a little better. They may have gotten a little better. So I'm doing fine as far as this month goes, you know, and for the last 2.5 weeks, I've addressed MobTube stuff only a couple of times, you know, briefly here and there. So, we're talking about other things that are going on, Joey, Dom, Gene, all this different stuff, just the current events of the mob genre, not the mob tube community. I've moved on from talking about the mob tube community, and I'm still doing pretty goddamn well. So I'm very happy about that. And I appreciate that you guys keep supporting me because, yes, even I wondered if I stopped throwing you red meat every day and tearing people to shreds, would you still donate? I absolutely worried about that. And you guys still are. And that shows me a lot because let me tell you something. Even now, even without talking the bullshit and my algorithm being shot from putting 800 fucking videos on private, I'm still getting between 150 and 200 viewers during each live. Okay. Sometimes more. And what else was I going to say? My views have stayed about the same in general. And I was going to say something else. I don't remember, but money has basically stayed the same too. What I was going to say is anybody else, I won't say every single content creator. There are one or two people on here who could just talk and have people listen. Okay. One or two tops. But most of these people, if they're not tearing somebody apart, they got nothing. Nothing. It's been proven with even some of the bigger channels. It's been proven. Okay. A lot of these channels, they didn't get numbers unless they talked about me. And then as soon as they stopped, their numbers dropped dramatically. See, I don't have that issue. So that's one thing, for all these people that think I'm the most hated person, everybody hates me, blah, blah, blah. Isn't it amazing that I could change a subject matter topic like that and nothing really changes? But anybody else tries that shit. So I got the most loyal supporters, subscribers, and chat in the entire community, and that's what keeps it so that I remain successful. And I'm very, very grateful for that. I don't even feel like I deserve it, but I'm grateful I have it. Without you guys, there'd be nothing. And it does give me great comfort, the fact that even when I said I don't like doing shows now where I don't have a specific topic, many of you have commented and said that you think some of the best shows are when I don't have a topic, and I'm just going off the top of my head. So let me see somebody else's chat tell them that. This is why people try to stay in beefs with me, and even today, the little bit I said, I only said for a reason and for a purpose. I don't want to talk about any of these guys anymore. But yeah, I'm absolutely going to point out that a guy claims to care so much about his family, and then he's going to have his family's main victimizer as a guest. And that guest is also a victim, him and his family, of the guy whose show he's going on to, so that's it. It never changes with these guys. You can't count on anybody to stay true to who they are or who they tell you they are. It's not even like motherfuckers say, well, you know what? Well, we did horrible shit to each other, but we're just going to keep the peace. No, they become buddies. They're on the phone. There's a guy in Miami who's getting a good morning text every morning again. Every morning. There certainly is. FBS is a step parent. Just do the best you can. Just being there, offering support and friendship means everything. Yeah, I do my best. But like I said, I don't front. If I know that I have a lot of room for improvement, I'll say it. And I do. There's a lot of things I could be better at. I'm so fucking busy all the time, and my head is so cluttered that I'm not as good as a stepfather as I would like to be. Cowards and bitches and punks, oh my. That's right. Maureen Moe is a nice lady. From what I see, she didn't deserve any of that, period. I agree. From what I know about her, she's never really even said anything offensive to me, and I don't think she likes me at all. But she seems cool when she's in here. I didn't hear the whole thing, the whole conversation. I clicked on Stand Up Guy maybe towards the end of Maureen being on SoFlo's show, because I even asked the chat, is this Maureen Moe? But because I don't know. Listen, this is all I'll say to people. I've been saying for a long time, ignore that guy. Ignore him. Okay? You see what he's all about. He has no desire to do anything positive. He wants to hurt people. He's here to hurt people. He's like ND. He takes great pleasure in causing other people pain and suffering. That's what he likes to do. He gets off on it. This is his way of being an internet gangster, since he can't be a real one anymore. Okay? It's very simple to figure out his psychology. I told you, he used to hold a gun to people's head. Now he uses their family. That's the threat. Do this, this, or I'll go after your family. So, in a way, I don't feel bad for anybody who goes on his show anymore and gets that kind of treatment, because you should know that's going to happen. But I still don't think it was right what happened today. But all these people who, even if you want to go on and stand up for me or something, I appreciate it, but don't even give him the attention. You see what he gets. He gets 50 to 60 live viewers. Just don't even give him the attention. Don't even bother. Or bother with him. I'm sorry. Don't even bother with him. That's all. Don't let whatever he says, let it roll off your shoulders. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is not a person who's got his life together. This is not a person who should be looked up to or envied or admired. Period. So and you already know, this is a very obsessive person. Okay. Like you give him this much attention and you're on his mind for months and months and months to come. So it's not worth it. My advice to anybody who is offended by something he says and thinks that going on his show is a good idea for whatever reason, even if you just want to stand up for yourself and fight back, you're wrong. It's not a good idea. And today is just another example of it, because he is like this. He's going to abuse you. And as soon as you start kicking the shit out of him in a debate, he's going to kick you off. That's it. He's going to kick you. He did it with Mustache Pete. He did it with all kinds of people. So there's no point. And, I just want to point out another thing that I've been telling you guys. I haven't been talking about anybody for weeks. Tonight, there's going to be a whole show, and I guarantee you it's going to be about me, the entire fucking show. And today I was mentioned on another person's show I don't talk about anymore. And, it'll happen and happen and happen. It don't matter. A lot of the reason I'm doing this and I'm getting away from the beef and I'm moving on to other things is because I want to prove to certain people who are going to need to see this shit in the future, that it doesn't matter what I do, whether I'm inviting you to come fight me, whether I'm fucking trashing you every fucking day, whether I'm going back and forth with you, or whether I'm completely ignoring you and talking about stuff completely unrelated to you and MobTube. There's certain people who are still going to attack me every day because they don't know how to live without my fucking name in their mouth. They don't know how to do anything else. They never have. It's been all FBS all the fucking time. So I told you guys before, everything you ever see me do is strategic. Okay, believe it or not. And this is just one of the things. And don't get me wrong, this is something I've been wanting to do. But at the same time, I know that in the future, if I'm seen going back and forth with a bunch of scumbags, people who are willing to, take it to the real world, big dog, and commit crimes, then I could accept some of the blame. I would have to. And it'll be placed on me, whether I like it or not. Okay? But if it's made clear what all of you guys already know, okay, I'm talking about the people who might just, might have just begun watching recently. Sorry. Every now and then I have a Lee moment. Well, not that bad. Maybe a Biden moment. I think Lee is worse than Biden. Well, maybe not. Anyway, for people who may have just started watching this channel and they don't know what you guys know, that all I've ever done is go back at people who have come at me. And anything I've done is a direct response to something they've done. I've never just talked about somebody's family for the fuck of it. I've never done any of these things. I never pick fights ever. People pick fights with me because they have all types of motivation. I'm FBS, the human springboard. Okay. But for people who have just started watching and maybe, are going to need to see this stuff in the future, or maybe it has to be used for something. Maybe it comes up in some sort of, I don't know, meeting or hearing or something, some sort of gathering. Everybody be able to see that, no, I don't have to be saying a fucking word. There are people on here who are obsessed with me, obsessed, and they will talk about me until the end of time. I don't even have to be here. I could leave. You guys have seen it. I go on vacation. There's times I've gone on vacation. I haven't even gone live, and the entire fucking time they're talking about me. So I need to make that as clear as possible. Okay? That whatever they're doing is not necessarily in response to anything I'm doing. They just do it because they don't know how to do anything else. And they have a sick, twisted obsession. That's all. And so far, my theory has been proven true, because it's been 2.5 weeks since I've really done any real trash talking or gone after anybody or attacked anybody. And every single fucking day, there's numerous people going after me, so. You could run around playing badass, saying how smart, then say FBS made you do anything smart, then say FBS. I'm not sure if I understand that one, but I know what you're getting at. If it wasn't for FBS's big mouth SoFlo, would never have known that Angel's father was a criminal. Gene Creek, to hear him tell it, yeah, he had no idea. No idea. It was private conversations with FBS that finally, brought to light things about the Gotti family. Like, he had no idea before he talked to me. He's like, I remember the first conversation, he was like, John who? Gotti, I never heard of him, big dog. Tell me some stuff about him. This fairy tale we're in here. Yeah, I know, Tony. I know. Just face it, FBS, you're the bad guy. How dare you defend yourself? Who do you think you are? LOL. Yeah, I know. And Dave reminds me every day, and I do appreciate that from him. Chris, I hear Sessa's lawyers have already given you a $20,000 check so you can buy more $1,000 sneakers. Can you confirm this breaking news? Not yet. Not yet. Maybe soon. Oh, shit. D-Gator, you're the best. Angel blocked me for calling her out about not leaving after 1 million views, then said, go back to MRC's chat. Oh, fuck that. It's never in there. Who said go back to MRC's chat? She said that to you? Angel blocked me for calling her out about not leaving after 1 million views. I get that because I think she said she was going to do that, right? Then said go back to MRC's chat. Oh, I guess she said that to you. I don't know what FTR is. What is FTR? FTR was never in there. I don't know what that means. Can I ask a question? How does anyone who wasn't there know A-Light is full of shit? I don't get it. I'm not trying to start a fight. I'm just curious. Well, no, this is the thing. Everybody knows he was there, okay? Everybody knows that he was a tough guy. Everybody knows he did a lot of gangster shit, okay? There's no doubt, right? And he was a drug dealer and he had money, for the record. Got it. Thank you very much. I don't know. I was about to go ask my 11-year-old stepson. I don't know what a lot of these things mean. He was there for a lot of shit. A lot of what he says is true, but he does things like, he was on Crime Watch Daily and he said, I killed dozens of guys. I don't know if you ever heard that, and the fact remains that, he didn't, so it's that stuff. And I think he's addressed that too, why he's done it and stuff. I'm not sure, but or why he's done that in the past before, said things like that. He seems to have fabricated some pretty unbelievable stories, things like that. He said things like, on Locked Up Abroad, that John Gotti basically made him in a secret ceremony. So it's not the stuff that we know for a fact that we don't believe. It was the stuff that he added to it. And I'll give him credit because I don't think he does that anymore. I haven't seen him on any interviews doing that in a long time, a long, long time. So I think a lot of people calling him out and stuff, that changed it. But he's not completely full of shit. He just he says crazy shit sometimes. He exaggerates and he adds stuff to the story, And I don't even think he would fucking deny that. Joe Bag of Donuts, $5. Thank you very much, Joe Bag of Donuts. I appreciate you. FPS, you look very white-collar professional in that shirt. Well, thank you, Antonino. Thank you. It is a white collar. I am far from professional, but I appreciate it. I do. Oh, shit. I might be getting a very important phone call, extremely important, where I might have to put you guys on hold. I'd hate to do that, but this is extremely, extremely important. Let me see. I'm going to check my Cash App. I bet you there's going to be at least a dozen donations in there. Watch. Hey, Big Vic 1965, $5. Been hectic, but never miss a show, live or replay. Well, thank you, Big Vic 1965. Not quite a dozen, but one. And last night, I didn't see this till after my show, but Joey Knuckles sent me $5 and said, "For good shit lately, bro, Joey." Thank you, man. Yeah, a lot of people like what I've been doing. You know what I mean? A lot of people do. It's better. It's better for me, for my mental health, for every fucking thing. And plus, like I said, it's going to lead to bigger and better things. There's no question about it. And I'm proving a point in the process. And, I'm just getting away from it. It's a lot funnier to sit back and watch these guys tear each other apart and watch them make friendships with each other, become friends after the fucking unbelievably sick, vicious shit these people did to each other publicly. I mean, oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Let me think of someone. I'm gonna say pizza, because forget what happened in the beginning of all this. I'm talking about since some of the things he said about other family members of mine, Shanna included, but others too, and the doxing he did of people and the sick shit. I mean, he did and said and got other people to do and say, and the fucking, I mean, you guys know. I don't have to go over a list. Could you imagine if tonight I said, I'm going to have Tony Pizza on as a guest? You'd lose all respect for me. And you should. You would lose all fucking respect for me. But then again, the person who's doing this was never respected by anyone. So I guess he has nothing to lose. If I had SoFlo, imagine if I had SoFlo on tonight as a guest after everything he's done regarding my family. Could you imagine? You would think that I fell and hit my fucking head. Okay, and then you'd probably just unsubscribe, and I wouldn't fucking blame you. Yeah, Antonino, well, if you remember, those were some of the best shows in the beginning. Me and the dude just fucking chopping it up, just talking. Mob stuff, whatever. He used to say it too all the time. He used to want to do shows all the time because how much fun we had, and I agree. Antonino, I'm sorry about that. I'm very sorry. It's nothing you did wrong. It's me, It's not you, it's me. See, I stinky vegan Irish lot lizard eating some lobster for dinner. I bet you are. You eat the best. Debbie McGaffin, your show is entertaining. If we can pay for cable, we could pay to be entertained by you. Stay strong. Thank you, Debbie. Yes, I wish more people thought that way. And it's not just me, any content creator. And yes, I heard stand-up guy what he said today. He's not a content creator. I disagree. You are a content creator. Everybody on YouTube is a content creator. There's no solid definition or guideline or rule book that says that a content creator must do these things. I was looking it up earlier. I'll show you, because it was like, all right, maybe I have to prove a point. Let's see. Where the fuck did I find this? There's content creator versus influencer, but who the fuck is claiming to be an influencer? I don't think I'm an influencer. If I am, I've influenced people in the wrong way. Here, what is an example of a content creator? Bloggers, online publishers, newsletter authors, podcasters, YouTubers, course creators, video game streamers, all fall in the content creator bucket. Okay? Video game streamers. See my point? They're not gathering information and producing anything, and they don't have producers and directors and camera crews. And no, they play fucking video. You don't even see them. You see the fucking video game. They're doing nothing but recording something they'd already be doing if they weren't recording. Playing a fuck. That's like saying that a fucking TV watcher is a content creator. But bottom line is, any fucking thing that people watch on social media is content. And the person creating it is, by definition, a content creator. I know people have different ideas of this, but you know, and it's up to you. I don't care what anybody calls themselves. My point is that I just, you know, I call things what they are. All right. And when I'm told I'm wrong about something, I'll make my fucking point. Okay. Tony Pizza, Johnny Mac, people I hate, they're content creators. Everybody's a content creator. You know, people just do it differently. If you want to, you could put in all types of work and tell a very organized story, even scripted if you want. You could gather information, research, do all types of different things. Or you could just get on here and talk like a talk show, and that's content. It's content because people watch it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. A sitcom is no more of a TV show than a reality TV show, right? Even though a reality TV show could be a couple of cameramen following around a family in their home or some shit. Whereas a sitcom is produced, directed, there's fucking camera crews, there's all types of production behind it, a budget, there's fucking, there's actors, there's scripts, every fucking thing. It's just, it's all content. It don't matter. If you're watching it, it's content. Where's Rob Jean? I saw you. I forgot to shout you out. Where the fuck are you? Anyway, Rob Jean, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Maybe I did shout you out. I don't know. What do we got here? Joe A67, $10. Hey, Chris and Chad. Hope everyone's well. Glad I could catch a live. Thank you for the 10, my friend, and I'm glad you could too. Oh, look at this. Matt B, member for 10 months. What's up, everyone? Thank you, Matt B. Thank you very much. Is that right, Carlos? I don't know. You know, are you being serious? I don't know if you're fucking with me. I don't know. I don't know if you're playing a character. I don't know. But if so, good. That's a good reason to block somebody. Since they gave me $25K to pay off FBS, I bought 3 she brings with the money. I bought 3 she brings with the money. That's probably what you'd do. I'm just going through comments. Bear with me. Price of Jordans is calculated by what FBS says. Don't say nothing, FBS. Yeah, I wish. Could you imagine? I know that's highly unlikely. He broke Joe and Gallo. Oh, yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying, you know, with them. Anyway, you know what I mean? And I don't know. like I said, I have no problem with the guy anymore. But of course, I'm never going to deny that a lot of the shit he's talked is obviously nonsense, but not all of it. And that's what happens, is that, and that's what I think aggravates the fuck out of him, is because I see it with me too. Like, people will try to take everything from you, meaning everything you've ever said about yourself, everything you've ever done, everything you've ever accomplished. Assholes talking about whether or not I had a DJ business when it's clear to see. I mean, I've provided all types of proof, or fucking audio tapes, flyers, you fucking name it. You'd have to be an asshole to actually believe I didn't. You heard my mother talk about it. You heard my friend Cam talk about it. But they want you to be nothing. So the people that truly hate him, and I was one of them, I said it too, we made him seem like he was nothing, like he was just some punk in the fucking streets, because that's what you do sometimes, when you fucking hate people. So I think he gets aggravated because his actual, factual, true story is not believed by a lot of people because they just hate him. And even if they believe it, they won't admit it. So they'll take even the stuff he did do, they'll take it away from him. So I think that's what makes him exaggerate. I don't know. Word on the street, FBS, you built up so many and supported them. Then they eventually turned on you. Any regrets? Well, thank you, word on the street, for noticing that. That's very true. My only regret is arguing with these assholes. Like when I see an individual so obsessed with me that he's studying pictures of my home on his free time, things like that, worrying about my water heater, whether or not I had a DJ business, whether or not my gold is real or fake, which was an asinine fucking comment, thinking about my sneakers, my shirts, whether or not his wife is more attractive than mine, sick shit like this. When I give you any attention and fight back with you, I'm the asshole because you're a jerk off, and nobody should fight with jerk offs. And that's the funny thing, and nobody can deny it. That specific individual right there, I ignored him 80% of the time. I went back at him every now and then because of the fact that he's a jerk off and he deserves to be ignored. The other douchebag is obsessed with me. As soon as I broke up a friendship and saw that you were so goddamn heartbroken, you were going to make it your goal to go after me and my family every day for the next 9 months, I should have started ignoring you right then and never stopped. Those are my only fucking regrets. Other than that, no, listen. I will always stand up for myself. I will never take shit from anybody. If somebody starts something or wants some drama and I feel like it's worth responding to, I will. But otherwise, I'm going to move on and show people what I've shown them a million times before. I don't need to talk about you for anything. Not for money, not for support, not for views, not for likes, not for subscriptions, nothing. You got to do that with me. I don't have to do it with you. That's it. I dare anybody. Let SoFlo go on tomorrow and just tell, stories about his life. See how many people he has watching. You can go back and look at some of my videos where I did that, and I had fucking tens of thousands of views on some of them. Okay? Of course, at that time, I was getting tens of thousands of views on almost every video. Well, somewhere between 6,000 and 50,000. It depended what the video was about. But point is, just little things I've done. Go look at my Raymundi videos, not just the debate with him. Look at how many fucking views, shit like that. Go look at some of my interviews. Jimmy Calandra, I think that interview got around 50,000 fucking views. Look at some of my A-Light shows. Look at some of the stories, like I said, where I'm just talking about my life and my experiences. Look at the views on them. And then let any of these other people try it. Any of them. And see how well they do. But they can't. They're here to hurt people. That's what they're here for. Hey, now, no, not for my new lawn. His hairstyle. Yeah, it's my hairstylist calling. Yeah. No, it's actually somebody from the insurance company. I had to finish filing my claim. It was all fucked up. They had my car somehow in the system as an Altima. It's not an Altima. The car I traded in was an Altima. This is a Sentra. So I've been going back and forth with them for a fucking week. So I couldn't even file the claim till they got that straightened out. Now I have to file the claim, and I did today, but somebody's going to call me back for something, and I need to speak to him. I forget. What was it? Oh, I think I had to give him the officer's name and shit, where to get the police report. And there was something else. I don't remember. But he's calling me back. I left him a message, so he'll remind me what I fucking wanted to talk to him about. There you go. That's funny as fuck, Casey Robinson. I'm the one that could be doing better. Nice. That's the attitude to have in life. Oh, shit. Some of those video gamers make big money. Yeah, and some of those video gamers have millions of people watching them. Millions. Some of the biggest channels on YouTube, Twitch, all that shit are people playing video games, and that is a content creator. You know, that's what I try. People, I will never understand. I question people's intelligence because it's like, it's the simplest phrase, content creator. How in the fuck can you mistake that for anything other than what it is? How in the fuck do you make this into some big elaborate thing where you have to be some special person with all types of help and money behind you and production and everything else in order for you to be creating content? When I do my taxes, guess what I'm listed as? A fucking content creator. Okay? Yeah. If I make a video today and I say, fuck all of you, and then I end broadcast, and I get views, that's content. And I will get views. You know, it's content. It's not this big, huge, important thing that only certain people are capable of. Everybody, you can't tell a content creator, oh, if you come on here and entertain 2,000 people talking about your life and the mob, but none of it's scripted, there's no production behind it, that's not content. But if the next guy tells a specific story that he has written down about a certain mob guy, that's content. What do you mean? What in the fuck do you mean? It's silly. Pizza is an influencer, sadly. He's like Hypno Toad from Futurama. I don't know who that is, but I know you're all into that shit. Some people hold the belief that if you're not doing this full time and making a living, you're not a content creator. I don't agree, but I think there is a gray area. Well, listen, according to some people's definition, NYC Crime Spot, you are a super duper content creator. Actually, I hold you in high regard, and I do believe you're a super duper content creator. But yeah, it's not, no, and it doesn't have to be full time and you're making a fucking living. As we've seen on here, some people just do this shit for a hobby. Content creator is not necessarily an occupation. Oh my God, it's as simple as you press fucking record and you make a video and upload it, or you click live and you talk and then you end the broadcast. You're a content creator. And I'm not getting mad at you, NYC Crime. I can't fucking believe I constantly have to explain the definition of words to fucking people on here. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sorry. Let me see. Jam is obsessed with you to the point it's alarming, and he really feels he really did something. Oh, well, this is a big deal to him, you know. He never probably even with a crew, did anything to anyone. You know what I'm saying? This is probably huge to him. You got to realize the kind of life he probably lived. Come on. I heard some things about what happened after that fight, and I'm not permitted to say, but let's just say that I am in better shape than him. I'll just say that. Okay. This is, of course, is a big deal. He feels he did something. Of course. Meanwhile, he didn't do shit. Everybody else did it. And even that, you can't take credit for fucking somebody up if it took, multiple individuals to do it. If it was you, sure. You got fucking 3-4 guys with you. Sorry, no. But listen. You're talking about a guy who sits around. Methadone, weed, looking at the computer, trying to figure out who might possibly want to be his friend if he just kisses their ass enough, you know, and doesn't do anything in life. So it's huge to him. It's huge. Listen, I was told a few weeks ago that he was going around bitching that the only person here that accepts him is Tony Pizza, and he hates that. Okay, so, you know, I told you guys, he emailed me, he wanted to be my buddy again. I rejected him, he went ape shit. Same thing with SoFlo and all these guys, and they're all the same. Johnny isn't the only one. SoFlo is the same. These people are on here to make friends. They want to be liked by people. I am not, and I do not. If you're liked by everybody, you ain't shit. If you're even liked by a lot of people, you know what I mean? You're probably doing something wrong. And I'm not here to make friends. I was never here to make friends. I don't respect 90% of the fucking people on here, as far as content creators and most of their subscribers as well. I don't respect them. I don't like them. I would never, you know, even look in their direction in real life. I would never give them the time of fucking day, you know? So, and I was never here to make fucking friends. That's why it was easy for me to toss a YouTube friend to the fucking side with no problem. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't care. I don't care if I got 500 friends or 0 friends. It doesn't matter. None of my friends are helping me do shit. So, but there's people on here who just want to be liked. You know, they just want to be liked. So the more people they could be friends with, the more successful they feel they are. Meanwhile, still can't pay your goddamn bills. Still ain't the breadwinner. Still sit on your ass playing on the computer all day while somebody goes out and supports you. You know? Because none of you make a living like I make. So let me tell you something. If you feel like a big fucking deal because you and a bunch of your friends jumped a guy a couple of weeks ago, you're completely canceling out whatever street cred you gave yourself by now having on as a guest the guy who threatened to rape your daughter. Okay? Need I say more? It's true, Bambi. Oh, I think that was last night, Debbie. Yeah. He's all right. You know, I know a lot of people don't like him, and they right away they're making assumptions about this event and stuff. But you know, a lot of people again don't know and haven't been watching since the beginning. This is a tumultuous relationship, okay, where we know. See, I don't want to talk about her, you know, but I think it's clear that she's attacked him many times, you know. So, you know, for people that are like, oh, look what he did to her, you don't know. You were not there. You don't know if he was holding her because she had a fucking knife in her hand. You don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I listen to people prejudge and then talk about how they don't judge people. You don't know. You don't know the guy. You don't know his past. You don't know that relationship. You know, so I laugh at people like that. Because, you know, if somebody made that same assumption about you for whatever reason, you'd go absolutely fucking bonkers. Or any assumption about you. Yes, Bambi, I've been saying that since the beginning. These are not happy people. Happy people don't focus on other people's happiness. That's what they've been worried about with me since the beginning. That's why any dime I made, I would hear shit. Your donors happy that you're spending your money at the casino, that you're buying sneakers, that you're buying jewelry, that you're going on vacation? Yeah, I believe they are. Yeah, absolutely. Because the people who donate to me, they want to see me enjoy the money and pay my fucking bills with it. Yeah. What a stupid question. But there's people who would comment that every single day. But why? Jealousy. They would kill to be doing what I'm doing and what I was doing since the beginning. Look at NB. NB's a prime example. She started all this. FBS is unemployed. And you know, he doesn't make a living and all he does is beg for donations. Once I exposed the bitch and she started coming on here, she immediately started literally begging for donations. Like one day she said, you know, she made up the story because Johnny Mac, I guess, wrote something to her brother or called CPS on her or some shit. And she did her fucking show and she was like, you know, I'm missing work for this. So if you guys could, you know, it'd be a good time to donate to my Cash App. Now, if I said that, she would have made 600 videos about it and started a crusade against me. You know, but she did. And she also admitted, I believe it was on Josie's show at one point, that the reason she attacked me is because I was making so much money on here. Not because I was begging for anything, but because I was making it. And she has been on here for years and years with her little Fanuc friend, and they've been going from community to fucking community, abusing people and trying to get paid for it. And she could never make money. So that's what it's all about. You know? Anybody who's talking about my money is simply jealous of how I make it. That's it. Who are you talking about, Bobby? You're probably making a joke, but who are you talking about? OnlyFans content creators have to work hard to come up with content that is fresh. Yeah, there you go. Is an OnlyFans model a content creator? Like if she's on OnlyFans and all she does is finger pop herself all fucking day in a camera, I hate to break it to you, but she's a content creator and probably a well-paid one. Mustache Pete, brother, just do whatever you are passionate about. Your audience will feel it and the money will follow. That's a giant horse on your shirt. Danny Trio would want to fuck it. You're right. He would. And it you know, it does resemble NB in some ways. Not the person riding the horse, but the horse itself. Thank you, Mustache Pete. Mustache Pete's words always inspire me. Of course. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know, it's a broad definition and it applies to anybody who's putting anything on social media. Anything. Doesn't matter what it is. You know, if you're a person who takes songs and just types the lyrics over the fucking, you know, it could be a blank fucking screen, but the song's playing and then you upload that to fucking YouTube. You're a content creator. It's as simple as that. Whatever people click on and watch. But people act like content creator goes hand in hand with movie producer. You know what I'm saying? Like they give it all this credit and they're just amazed by, oh my God, look at the skill of this content creator. He might as well be making the next fucking Terminator movie or whatever the fuck. Shit, guys. I think fuck. I think I gotta go. I got this fucking call. What time did he call? Hold on 1 second, guys. Wait a minute. I gotta check my voicemail. Hold on. All right, guys, I have to go take care of this. This is important. I got to get this done. So I'm gonna end it now. But maybe I'll be back on tonight. We'll see. I don't know because Shanna's off. You know, who knows? Sally. Well, I'm sorry. Hey now, Sally. Nico IRA on Facebook. Sally again. Michael Hensley. Sally again. Joe Bag of Donuts. Matt B. Joe A67. Big Vic 1965 and. Look at this. Antonino, $25. I'll always have your back. Thank you, bro. And I'll always have yours. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. What am I doing? Okay, I believe that's everything. All right, guys. Let me just check one more thing. Oh, Steve Blair, $10 for here's some. Thank you very much, Steve. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, guys, I got to go. I love you all. And until next time, salute.